I'm here to tell you, I got Klay Thompson as my second best shooter. First of all, we're not even talking about Ray.
How?
Ray
How?
is
How?
we've
How?
seen Klay do shit we've never seen other people do. He's other people have
I've
not done
never
what
seen
Klay.
Klay Thompson walk an elite defender down, pull up in his grill from 45 feet per game.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. I know you've seen that boy Damian Lillard said he the second best shooter of all time, bro. So I had to see what you had to say about that one.
Oh man, let me preface this myself by saying, as someone that was classified as a shooter myself, of course I was nowhere on these folks' level. These dudes is juggernauts, but I do have a love for the art of shooting. So
Hmm.
when Dame said this, it hit me, and in the moment I'm like, "You crazy?" But then I sat back and thought about it for a second. I said, Dame might be right. He might be the second greatest shooter of all time. So I'm going to start by saying I believe Dame is the second greatest shooter of all time.
Hey, tell me why you believe that. Tell me why you believe that.
So you got to you look at the numbers, right? The numbers are the first. Dame is currently ninth all time, but Dame is averaging 223s per season. Therefore, in the next 2-3 years, he's going to be fourth behind James Harden. Um, so James Harden and Steph Curry are still active players. However, they were drafted 3 years before Dame Lillard, so they got a 3-year head start on them. So that's the
Hmm.
first thing. Do I think he can catch Steph Curry? Not a chance. But James Harden can be caught, and even if he isn't caught, he shot 2%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but he shot 2% better on his threes than James Harden. And James Harden has also taken 1,300 more attempts than Dame Lillard. So when I look at the totality of the numbers and bring everything into it from that angle, Dame probably got another, I'll say 3 years, 4 years in his prime, maybe. So averaging 223s over the next 3-4 years, he'll definitely finish top three. But then I take the percentages into account. His percentage is a little better than James Harden. And then I got to take into account that James Harden has shot 1,300 more threes than him at this point. So that's why I got to say Dame Lillard has a case for the second greatest shooter of all time.
I just want to give Dame another shout out, give him his flowers right now because we know how it is when people look back on history. People might not look at Dame and give him the respect he deserves because he's not going to get MVPs. He's not probably going to get a title if he stays with Portland. So people are going to probably try to say that he's not that good. We've seen it happen before, but Dame is a killer, bro. He's one of the most clutch players in this era. So I want to go ahead and give Dame his flowers right now. Give him a shout out. Now I'm gonna get into my response. I do not believe Dame is the second best shooter of all time. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, I think he has a case just because he's closer to Steph Curry in their play style and the fact that they do it off the dribble and he can do it with dribble moves. And the other guys are pretty much catch and shoot. Ray Allen did, he was a scorer and everything like that. But at his peak when he was shooting those threes, he was a catch and shoot guy. Reggie Miller, great shooter. Klay Thompson, great shooter. So those are the guys I would have ahead of Dame. I would have Ray Allen, Reggie, and Klay. I think Klay is the second best shooter of all time. Now, if you look at the numbers, I know numbers might tell you something different. But Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, first of all, played in a completely different era than what we are seeing right now. Right now, everybody shoots a ton of threes. They weren't shooting as many threes as Steph Curry, as Klay Thompson, as these guys right now. They weren't getting those attempts up. I think if you switch those eras, if they were playing in this era, they would be smoking. They would be smoking dudes when it comes to threes. Just like when Carl Anthony Towns says that he's the best shooting big man, I don't think Carl Anthony Towns is a better shooter than Dirk. If Dirk played right now, I think Dirk would be shooting threes at an alarming rate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that eras do matter when it comes to this conversation. Ray Allen, bro, is the third best shooter I've ever seen. I would go Steph, Clay, Ray Allen. Those are the three best shooters I've ever seen. I think Dame is on the short list. He has an argument for top five, but those are my top three. Then I would go Reggie Miller. Then I'm going Dame. And that's just me.
Hey man, look, I completely get the errors argument here. Couple things I want to say. One, Klay Thompson can't be ahead of Dame Lillard. The problem with Klay Thompson is all of the attention is on Steph Curry. So Steph Curry to still be shooting at that clip is insane. Okay, that's the first thing. Steph Curry's just out of here. We're not even Steph Curry's just out of here. He's not even in discussion. He's the king of three. Now, when we get to the Ray Allens, the Klay Thompsons, like you said, when Ray Allen was at that elite level shooting the three ball towards the latter end of his career, he was not the main. He was not the main guy. He wasn't the focal point of the defense. Defenses weren't keying in on Ray Allen. That's the first thing. Same thing with Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has scored 60 points on 3 dribbles. Insane, yes, but there's so much attention going to Steph Curry that Klay Thompson is open.
I see your point, but I'm gonna disagree just because I don't feel like your role on the team impacts how good you are as a shooter. Your shooting is your shooting. How you shoot is how you shoot, bro. Klay Thompson.
You're right, but your role on the team does, bro. Okay, Jalen, if I'm on the wing and you're dribbling up the ball, there's a good chance I'm going to be open because my guy's helping to guard you. That's the way I look at it. There's going to be a lot more opportunities for open shots for me because of the guy I'm playing with, and that's the way I look at that.
True, but it's balanced out because if you're the main guy, you're going to take more shots than me, so you're going to get more attempts up than I am, no matter what. So I think it's it's give and take. So it's a good argument. I think Dame definitely has an argument because, like you said,
so tell me this. Is Dame top 5 shooters of all time? Give me a top 5.
I got Steph, Klay, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Dame. So I got Dame 5th. So and I think look, I'm not saying that you're like out of this world for saying Dame is number 2, and I don't think he's crazy for saying he's number 2. I understand the reasoning behind it. It's just personal preference. I'm gonna take Klay, and I'm taking Ray Allen in my top 3.
Okay, so taking out personal preference because we're going facts over feelings here.
Mm-hmm.
If Dame finishes second numerically all time behind Steph Curry, and he has a better percentage than the other guys on the list, does not?
That's a fact. Reggie Miller shot 39.5%. Klay shooting 41.5%, which is a crazy 3-point percentage. Ray Allen shot 40%, and Dame is at 37.4%.
Exactly. And every single guy you just mentioned above Dame Lillard does not do that shit off the dribble. That's right. The difference.
Side step backs. I'm giving you that.
But that's the evolution of the game. That's what I'm saying. These guys, Ray Allen wasn't going to get freaky like that off the dribble and pull up for 3. That wasn't happening. Klay Thompson.
Ray was a bucket though. Before he was
a scorer. He was a scorer. He wasn't a sniper. He wasn't a specialist. He was a scorer. That's what I'm telling you.
And we've also seen Ray Allen hit the toughest 3-point shot of all time. Ray Allen was a sniper, dude. He was a killer. So I gotta give Ray that respect. And the fact that he played in that different era and he's number 2 all time, bro, that is huge, bro. I gotta give Ray Allen that respect. I can't put Dame ahead of Ray Allen. Now Dame he can move ahead of Reggie Miller for sure. He could definitely
why can't he move above Ray Allen? Like what the fuck is stopping you from moving him above Ray Allen? If the numbers are better, Dame did it. He was numero uno on the team, and I just don't get how you can't move right.
We gotta give respect to Ray. He was number 1 option before he got to the Celtics. He was the number 1 option,
but he wasn't an elite 3-point shooter when he was the number 1 option. He was an elite scorer. That's what I'm saying.
That can shoot threes. I don't think Dame is an
elite. Dame is an elite scorer and an elite shooter and an elite shooter.
Yes. So was Ray. He's not as good at scoring as Dame, but he was a scorer. He was the leading scorer on his team.
I'm saying Dame was elite. Dame is elite simultaneously with the two. He's not only a great scorer, he is a great shooter. Reggie Miller.
I can't disagree with that. I'm not disagreeing with your point that Dame is Dame, bro. And like I said, I can have him move up that list.
I get that. Fuck that. I just want to know why your heartstrings are so tied to Ray Allen. Why can't Ray Allen be moved off that pedestal?
Ray Allen is the second. He has the second most threes of all time in an era that they weren't just shooting a ton of threes like they are now, and he shot it at 40%, bro. For his career.
Motherfucker played 20 years.
Facts. He played a long time because he could shoot. Because he could shoot.
He played 20 years. He didn't have to deal with the wear and tear of carrying a franchise for night in and night out. Seattle. He was only there for bro. Jalen, that was only 5-6 years, bro. And you're forgetting he had Luke Ridnour and Rashard Lewis there.
Luke fucking Ridnour. We talking about him on Stoner Sports. Luke fucking Ridnour. We talking about elite shooting, and we bringing up Ridnour, bro. I'm here to tell you, I got Klay Thompson as my second best shooter. First of all, we're not even talking about
how?
We've seen Klay do shit we've never seen other people do. Other people have not.
I've never seen Klay Thompson walk an elite defender down, pull up in his grill from 45 feet per game effortlessly. I've never seen Klay do that.
You want to talk about Steph Curry? We've seen Steph Curry have bad games in the playoffs, and Klay Thompson carried him. Klay Thompson Game 6 Clay is a thing, bro. That's a real thing. Playoff Clay goes
Game
crazy.
6 Clay was a thing, and they never got to Game 6 because of him. They have a lot of people around him. Dame, you're bringing up playoff shit. You're bringing up final shit. That's not him. That's
in the clutch, in the biggest moments, Clay has come through. Even in the regular season,
nigga, they had Kevin Durant. Don't do this. Don't do this. He was no one was watching Clay for 2 years. There was 3 years. There was 3 years where no one was watching fucking Clay, bro.
So we discrediting Clay's shooting ability, just his ability
because he's open. Because he's open.
Clay got the prettiest jumper of all time. Clay has the prettiest jumper of all time.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
He's broken the records for threes in a game, Los, for threes in a
I don't care how it looks. I don't care about. He's open, Jay. He's open. He's open.
He's not always open.
You want me to tell you who has a 3-point record for like 20 years? Danielle fucking Marshall. Because he was fucking open. Because he was open.
You still gotta hit them bitches. You can't.
It don't matter. You're open. These are NBA players. You should be making wide open shots. You should be making wide open shots at a 75% clip. You're in the NBA. Bro, yeah, I can't believe you, bro.
Why haven't every great shooter just broke those records? If it's so easy, why is every great shooter not just breaking those records?
Because because Steph Curry is double teamed. Because Dame Lillard is double teamed. Because Devin Booker is double teamed. These players are double fucking teamed. Klay Thompson is open. He's sitting there.
So you're telling me every single play that Steph and Dame come up the court, they're getting double teamed? No, they're getting the same coverage. They just shoot the ball a lot.
Of the pick and roll, they are hedging damn near a double every time one of them dudes has the ball. And you know that, Jay. You know that. Klay Thompson has the ball. They're not, bro. Klay Thompson is passing it and finding another spot to stand in. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Showing Klay the proper respect, and I
get
that Klay fell off. But we are not remembering Klay how we need to remember Klay.
No one gives Klay respect because he's fucking wide open. The level of difficulty on his threes is not there. The level of difficulty on his threes is not there.
That's why in like 0.2 seconds, bro. He's not open, bro. He's not just wide open every time.
And he's fucking 14th in threes. What the fuck are we talking about?
He's also played way less games than all those other dudes. He's been hurt, bro. He's
exactly. He doesn't have to carry.
He's gonna move up the list.
He doesn't have. No, he's not. He doesn't have to carry a fucking team, Jay. He's been hurt. He's been hurt for the last couple of years, in and out the fucking line the last couple of years. And then when he was healthy, he was playing for fucking Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. He's wide open. He's open, Jay. Dame Lillard is not wide open ever.
So that's cap. I've seen Dame shoot wide open. But you tell me, what's your list, bro? What is your list? Give me your top 5 right now. Is it the same top 5 in a different order or what? Is James Harden on your list? Is that what you're telling me?
James Harden's on my list.
What the fuck out of here? James Harden. So James Harden, who's he better? Tell me. Give me your top 5. I just want to hear top 5. Tell me your top 5.
Harden 5. Ray 4. Reggie 3. Dame 2, Steph 1.
So you're telling me that a splash brother, Klay Thompson, 60 points, 3 dribbles, most threes in the game, all that jazz, is not a top 5 shooter?
It is impossible to be the main guy and only take 3 dribbles in a fucking game, Jay. That means everybody is setting you up to be open.
There's been another one here with your boys over at SSN. Y'all let us know what y'all thought about that debate.
Hey, man, somebody take J.O. Mike. Someone take J.O. Mike, man.
Dame Lillard, the second best shooter of all time. Is he better than Klay, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, all these guys? He had James Harden on his top 5. Y'all tell that boy he's crazy, bro. Y'all let us know. Like the video. Subscribe if you new. Drop some comments. Let us know what y'all thought about this debate. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, everything. You want to join us for a debate? Hit us up. Let us know. We dropping t-shirts, all types of gear for y'all. So hit us up. Stay tapped in with the Stoners, man. We appreciate you.